As Joe just showed you, the Santa Ana winds are fueling multiple wildfires in Southern California, and as they continue to destroy the landscape, many are wondering what started those fires.
Channel 9's climate reporter Michelle Alfini learned how recent weather patterns might have helped the fire spread.
In what may be one of the costliest disasters in U.S. history, dozens have lost their lives, thousands of homes are destroyed, and tens of thousands have been forced to evacuate. Director of the Center for Climate Journalism and Communications at the University of Southern California, Allison Agston, says it's left many, understandably, searching for something or someone to blame.
People need somebody to be angry at right now. Unfortunately, there is not just one villain.
The multiple fires all have multiple causes and factors that help them grow, spread, and destroy. UCLA climate scientist Daniel Swain believes climate change created conditions that helped fuel the fires.
It's been bone dry at Santa Barbara Southward, only a few sprinkles since last season. So we're going on 9-10 months now without meaningful rain.
This after a very wet January last year. Swain calls the phenomenon climate whiplash, a pattern in which areas are going suddenly back and forth between very wet and dry patterns. He says that means Southern California had a lot of dry vegetation at the start of the month. So when winds picked up, conditions were ripe for fires to spread.
There's not really much evidence that climate change has increased or decreased the magnitude or likelihood of the wind events themselves in Southern California, but what there is evidence of, and especially moving forward in the future, is that climate change is increasing the overlap between extremely dry vegetation conditions later in the season and the occurrence of these wind events.
As LA faces the threat of longer fire seasons, Agston says the entire country needs to understand and prepare for worsening disasters.
People in LA and beyond can really get to work on organizing amongst ourselves and choosing elected leaders that are going to make the policies that we need to get through this together.
Climate scientists are currently working on attribution studies looking at all of the factors behind the LA fires, and they want to quantify how much of an impact climate change might have or could have had on all of this. They're expecting to have more of that data in the coming weeks.